Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the newest controller for the Nintendo Switch Online service, and that is of course the GameCube controller for the Nintendo Switch 2. Hey guys, Vibbear20 back again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the GameCube controller for the Nintendo Switch Online service. Yes, this is only going to be working on your Switch 2. This will not work on your original Switch. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what it's all about. There's no tape on this box, which I like in case you are trying to save the box to display it later for collectors and stuff like that. So you can save this box and put it back in and not ruin anything, which I do like. So it's just in this cardboard black box here. There's not much here. There we go. I think it does come with a charging cable, and I think that's about it. Nintendo's pretty good about giving these cables out. I have so many of these laying around, I don't really need another one, but there it is. And here is the Holy Grail, the Nintendo GameCube controller. I love it. It looks good. Feels fantastic. Feels just like a GameCube controller. The sticks feel great. I love it. Yeah, this feels one-to-one. This feels just like a GameCube controller. This is what I was looking for. This is exactly what you think it is. It's exactly what it is. This is a GameCube controller. Wow, that joystick feels lovely. Wow. Smooth. I would almost venture to say this feels almost smoother than an original GameCube controller. But we do have these extra buttons on the back. Obviously, you got the home button. You got the chat button. That's how you sync it, and then obviously you can capture, take a screenshot or video. They do have a ZL button on here, which is really small, so that's going to be kind of hard to use. If if there's a game that really utilizes the ZL button, you might not want to use this controller. I'm pretty sure you can use this controller for as a pro controller for other games, but we will test that out, and then I'll report back to you guys. Wow, this feels good. I'm going to play with this for a little bit, and then I will come back and tell you guys exactly what I think about this thing. Okay guys, I just got done playing a lot of games with the GameCube controller on my Nintendo Switch 2. I wanted to play with it quite a bit before I talked about it, and I can say it does work for most games. I mean, it just acts like it's a pro controller, so if you want to play with this GameCube controller with your games, you can do that. Now, do you want to do that is the question. Now, this works perfect for GameCube games. It feels just like a GameCube controller. There's no input lag. There's no lag at all. It feels exactly one-to-one like a GameCube controller. It feels fantastic. So if you want a GameCube controller for your Nintendo Switch 2, this is it. This is like the Holy Grail. This is probably the best Nintendo Switch Online controller we have so far. It's perfect. Now, with that being said, yes, you can use this for other games. I did play Mario Kart World with it quite a bit. And one thing you do need to know about the GameCube controller is, like I said, it's a one-to-one replica of the GameCube controller, which means the analog triggers, as you push them down, I don't know if a lot of people already know this, but if you do not know, this trigger, you can push it down pretty far before it clicks. So a lot of GameCube games, as you push this down, it was sensitive and it would register, but this doesn't do anything. When you're playing Mario Kart, this won't do nothing. You have to actually push it all the way down to get that final click, and then it registers. And that's not saying that the controller is broken. That's how it's designed. That's how it's supposed to work. But if you're being really competitive in Mario Kart World and you're trying to drift immediately, just know when you use this GameCube controller, you have to push that trigger down, all the way till it actually clicks. So, it might be a little delay there if you're not fast enough. So I recommend just still using the Pro controller over the GameCube controller when it comes to games like Mario Kart, when you're using the triggers, repeatedly, like drifting and stuff. It does work. It works extremely well. If you get used to it, you can use this GameCube controller for Mario Kart World, no problem. But if you want to drift, do those last second drifts and wall rides and stuff like that, might not be the best option, but it works just like a GameCube controller, and that's how a GameCube controller works. That's how it's designed. Unfortunately, not too many, I don't think any Nintendo Switch 2 games utilize those types of triggers where you push it down and it's real sensitive like that. So this is, if you play a game that requires using the L and R buttons a lot, just remember you have to push it down pretty far with the GameCube controller. And like I said, that's by design. So it's no fault on the controller itself. But I did want to let you guys know, yes, you can use the GameCube controller like a Pro controller. So there you go. So that means, yes, you can use this on Smash Brothers to your heart's content. And if you are like many others out there that refuse to spend like the $80 for this controller, trust me, I get it. It's a lot of money to ask. Shout out to my girlfriend for giving me this for Father's Day. I did not expect that at all. It was like an extra gift. She just it just showed up in the mail and she was like, here you go. This was like a late Father's Day gift. And I was super, super shocked because these are always sold out and I could never get one. And she hooked me up. So definitely do appreciate it. Thank you very much. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know this acts just like a Pro controller, but it acts just like a GameCube controller. And if you can't afford one, like I said, you can actually use a Wii U adapter. Yes, they sold a GameCube adapter for the Wii U that plugs into the USB port, and it actually works on the Switch too. So yes, there is a GameCube adapter for your Switch 2 that's actually for the Wii U, but it works on the Switch 2, and you can actually plug actual GameCube controllers into it. So if you don't want to spend the $80 and you got it like actual GameCube controllers laying around, try to find one of those adapters. Just go on eBay or something and type in Wii U GameCube controller adapter and see if you can get it. They might be pricey, especially now since it's compatible with the Switch 2, but like I said, if you can find one cheap somewhere, that might be a better option for you if you don't want to shell out the $80. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I think it's, if you're a collector, you're going to get it anyways. If you're a huge GameCube guy and you love the GameCube controller, you're going to get it anyways. If you're a huge fan of the Wavebird, the wireless GameCube controller, you're probably going to get this because that's pretty much what this is, but even better because it feels just like an original GameCube controller. I'm happy with it. Thank you, baby, for the Father's Day gift. Super psyched, super excited. This is definitely the best Nintendo Switch Online controller to date. Pretty much all for right now, guys, and as always, there'll be more to come shortly. Thanks again, guys.